Hello, guys. I'm Timothy Earle from Picks and Parlays, and welcome to Ballin Out with Tim Earle. I'm going to be doing videos about 5 days a week, and we're going to be breaking down big NBA slates. We're going to just kind of rapid fire through them about a minute per game and give some advice for betting wise and everything going on with it. So we do have a 10-game slate coming up for December the 16th. But before we go into all the games, if you guys are interested in any of my best bets or any of our premium plays or any capper in general, make sure you guys go check out the picksandparlays.net website. Use the code NFL at checkout. It'll save you 20% off the entire site. Just to give you guys an idea of what ESB is doing in NBA this year, 133 and 110. We're up 26 units in the NBA. So let's go ahead and jump into some. We got 10 games starting with the Kings and the Pistons. Kings are 4.5-point favorites. 236.5 is the total in this game. Kings 15 and 12, 17 and 10 against the spread. Pistons 8 and 22, 15, 12 and 3 against the spread. But when it comes to it, I gotta start it off firing away at my home dogs. The home dogs are hitting at like 58% this year. It's one of the main reasons I've been doing pretty well is I've been just riding some home dogs. I think the Pistons will be able to have a strong enough game to at least cover the 4.5. I think they have a chance to win against the Kings outright. I'd like the Kings. I like them as a team. I have futures for them, but I don't think they deserve to be favorites on the road, even though they are quite a lot better than the Pistons. I think the Pistons will get the better of them and at least cover the spread at home. We'll go ahead over to the Hawks and the Hornets. Hawks are 1-point favorites against the Hornets. 226.5 is the total. LaMelo Ball was back last game, and he should be good to go again for this one. The Hawks are 14 and 15 this year, 11 and 18 against the spread. Hornets 7 and 21, 12, 14 and 2 against the spread. And one of the things that the Hornets don't believe in is defense. So we're going to go ahead and take the over 226.5 for this one. I just see a higher paced, higher back and forth game. Trae Young should be good to go. They're still missing DeJounte Murray. The Hawks are, but I'm not too worried about that. Hornets play very little defense and they play very fast. So I think we're going to get a over game in this one, over between the Hawks and the Hornets. We'll keep on rapid firing through these because the Nets are in Toronto taking on the Raptors. The Nets are 1-point faves. 226.5 is the total in this game. The Nets 17 and 12 this year, 7 and 7 on the road, 12 and 15 and 2 against the spread. Raptors 13 and 15, 14 and 14 against the spread. They are 10 and 4 at home, 9 and 5. They did just come off of losing at home against the Sacramento Kings. But I'm just going to keep – there's 3 teams I do this with. Raptors are one of them. I'm just going to go ahead and keep riding the Raptors at home, backing them at home, fading them on the road. We're going to go ahead and take the Raptors on the money line against the Nets. Warriors and the Sixers are up next. The Sixers are 7.5-point favorites. 228.5 is the total. Warriors are going to be without Curry for a while, a couple weeks that he's going to be out with. I think it's going to definitely slow down the tempo. Not a lot of scoring in this one. I think it'll be more of a defensive game. Although I lean Warriors because you like to fade the injury report, I am going to go after the under 228.5 between the Warriors and the Sixers. Magic and the Celtics are up next, and 12-point spread. Celtics are favorited at home. They deserve to be favorited. They're 228 is the total in this game. I am not even coming close to laying 12 points in the NBA. I have a hard time trying to lay 7. So I definitely don't want to be laying that many, even though they are 22 and 7 this year, 17, 11 and 1 against the spread, 11 and 2 at home, 9 and 4 against the spread at home. I'm not really too interested in going after that. And Orlando is definitely not a team I want to be backing on the road. They're 1 and 11 on the road, 3, 8 and 1 against the spread on the road. So I'll go total, and I think that the Celtics will be able to slow down the Magic enough. Magic team total under as well would be an interesting spot for this one. But I'm going to go ahead just look at the under 228 between the Magic and the Celtics. Now, this is a little bit of a different one. The Cavaliers are a 7-point favorite. 224.5 is the total, and they're against the Pacers. Normally, I would say I love the Pacers. I've been backing them all year, but it's hard to go up against the Cavaliers that are 12-2 at home and 11-2-1 against the spread at home. They've been very solid all year there. So I don't do it often. I'll lay the 7 points with the Cleveland Cavaliers in this one. I think it's a strong spot for them. I'm just going to continue to back the Cleveland Cavaliers at home. 4 games left as we go to Minnesota at the Oklahoma City Thunder. Minnesota, a 1-point favorite, 230 and a hook is the total. The T-Wolves still without Karl Anthony Towns, I think, for another 2 to 4 weeks. So a little bit there. And when it comes to it, this Minnesota team has definitely played a slower paced game since then. And I think they'll be able to slow down the Thunder enough. I don't think the Thunder are going to go off and crazy, and I don't see the T-Wolves going and scoring a lot. We're going to go ahead and take the under 230 and a half. I think it's going to be a slower, more of a defensive game between these two teams on Friday. 3 games left. The Knicks and the Bulls are going at it. The Bulls are 2-point faves. 228 and a half is the total. We just saw these two teams play yesterday as I'm recording this, because I'm recording this around 8:30 at night. Bulls are 2-point favorites. And we saw the Knicks win by 8 in overtime. And for this one, I kind of like to go zigzag whenever we see two teams play against each other back-to-back games. And because the Knicks won the first time, I'm going to go ahead and take the Bulls at home minus the 2 points. I think it might be up to 3 at this point. But I will still take the Bulls minus the 2, minus the 3. I think they get the job done versus the Knicks. Two games left. The Portland Trail Blazers and the Dallas Mavericks are going to go at it. My best bet in the NBA is on the total in this game. So we'll just go ahead and look at the side. And when it comes to the side, Dallas Mavericks are another team that I back at home but fade on the road. They're 11-5 at home, which makes them 3-9 on the road. For this one, we're going to go ahead and grab the Dallas Mavericks minus the 3 and a hook. Once again, best bet for that game on the Picks and Parlays website is on the total in the Mavs and the Trailblazers. And that will bring us to the final game of the night. The Denver Nuggets are in LA taking on the Lakers. The Nuggets are 1-point favorites. 236 and a half is the total in this game. And when it comes to it, I just think the Nuggets are better. They're a stronger team. The Lakers have just been really rough. And surprisingly, the Nuggets are a good road team. 9-7 on the road. And that's where they played a bunch of their games so far this year. Keep in mind, a little bit of a revenge game because we did see the Nuggets give the Lakers their first win of the season in the second week of the year. And I think that the Nuggets will be out for revenge after that one. I'm going to go ahead and take the money line around a minus 110, minus 115 in this one to wrap up this 10-game NBA slate. I want to thank everybody for watching. Once again, if you guys are interested in any of the premium plays or the best bet that is in that Dallas Mavericks game, check out the website, picksandparlays.net. Use the code NFL at checkout. It'll save you 20% off the entire site. Once again, ESB in the NBA this year, 133 and 110, up 26.33 units. I want to thank you guys all for watching. And until next time, let's make some money. Let's cash some bets in the NBA. Good luck, guys.